I am so excited about this. This deck is just been released and I've just received it. It's Thursday the 26th of March. Look, it's published by Snag the Tights brand, and it comes with a little bag already. That's really cool. I'll probably be posting this next week, but look. Oh, I'll do a deck review for next week. So this deck was, as I said, published by Snag, the Tights company, and it was designed by Sophie Bellingham tattoo. She does tattoos, sorry, she's a tattoo artist, and it has just been released. So the box is just your standard box. It's a shame that doesn't have much information, and it does not come with a guidebook. So let's open this up. Look at this gilding, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Let's take this out of the way. I'll put the contacts there. These are the backs. They are stuck together. They are completely stuck together, as I can see. How do you... This is going to be a little bit complicated. So yeah, that's the gilding. So it's kind of cardboardish, shiny maybe, a little bit shiny, but very beautiful, tattoo-like. And so I've decided to redo the video because the previous one was just me peeling off the cards and not even being able to kind of look at them. So I decided I'll peel them all off and then I'll do a flip through, a proper flip through, with all the cards just separated. Also, I would like to note that as soon, regarding the guidebook, the box didn't come with a guidebook, but as soon as you order the deck, you receive a link and you have a PDF of the guidebook. I printed a few pages, not all of them, here because they are quite big, and you get a little bit of an introduction and the why of the deck. It's a really A4 pages, a little bit of the history of tarot, a very short one, and then you have like a big representation of the card, and then the traditional meaning and the take that they've done from like the way they interpret, which is not that different, to be honest. So I only printed a few pages because it's a waste of paper otherwise, and you have it online if you need it. I would, to be fair, like to see a little bit more about the train of thought that went into the cards by the artist and why they chose certain colors or why they chose to depict the cards in this way. But I don't know if they've done, I haven't been on social media much, but I don't know if they've done like an explanation of their approach. But I would like to see a little bit more of that in kind of like a book form or something that I can go back to as I work through with the deck. As I said many times before, I usually work with a deck for a whole month if I haven't used it before. And this one, I'm using another deck this month. As I said, I just received this one. I don't know when I'm going to work with it, but it would be nice to kind of like go back and have something to check a little bit of the train of thought from the artist. So as I said, this is a tattoo artist, this is a deck, she said, and Snag say that is a deck for everybody, so everybody feels represented in it. It's very, very colourful. I would like to know, for instance, if there is a meaning into the borders, you know, some of that information would be nice. But anyway, so this is a deck where everybody's represented, and by peeling them off I can see that, and it's really colourful, really beautiful. You can see as I go through it, I mean, it's still, some of them are a little bit pippish, but most of them have most of the elements that you need to interpret the card. So here they might be a little bit hidden, but you have all of the elements like the swords, the pentacles, the cups, and the wands, and the magician, for instance, the high priestess. It's a little, so yeah, the empress, you still have the Venus, you still have the wheat around there, the essential elements of the emperor. The diversity is amazing. I really like this Hierophant. Hierophant is a card that I have an issue with when it's typically represented as a pope or someone religious. And this one, I like it a lot more. And it still has like the essential elements of it while being more diverse, more representative. The Lovers is also beautiful. So yeah, so as you can see, it does have most of the meaning of the card, or like the symbols that you need to read the card. Is it good for a beginner? Possibly not. You possibly need a little bit more. If you work side by side with a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, for instance, this Death card is very, very beautiful. I love it. If you work with Rider-Waite-Smith, then traditional one, I think the Devil is very beautiful as well. I think you might use it as a beginner, but if you want to go deep into every single symbol and meaning of the card, or if you want to learn to interpret the symbols, maybe not so much, although it's a lot more welcoming, again, a lot more representative, a lot more for everyone than most decks out there. So yeah, it's a question of like choice, I suppose. I love that some of the characters have tattoos, and this is kind of like a tattoo style deck. King of Pentacles seems to be living his life, best life. You still have like, you have the Taurus there, for instance. Not so sure about the Queen of Pentacles. You have the court cards first, the pages, and then the Ace of Pentacles, you have the hand. So as I said, some of them are a little bit pippish, so you don't have the person balancing, but you still have the, you know, the symbology there, the infinite symbol. You don't have the people here, but you can still see the work exposed. The Four of Pentacles, you have most of it as well, and the Five of Pentacles. So all of these, you can get the meaning of what the card is. This is like the work, even not having as many elements and as many symbols in it as you would in other decks. I'm just going to go through them. I think sometimes with maybe the pages, it's a bit more difficult to kind of understand the differences between the different suits. Again, you don't need the people here. You have the symbology here. This one is a little bit more difficult, so maybe it would be easier, you know, to interpret. Having the people celebrating, it's more difficult to kind of get that from this one. But this one, for instance, has all of the elements there, as has this one. And I like that he's actually turning, he's looking back, but he's turned to the Three Cups that are up. Interesting. Six of Cups, the Seven, most of the elements, the Eight as well, the Nine as well. I love this. The 10. Then we have the Swords. Queen of Swords seems like very much how I see it. No, like having boundaries set and kind of keeping people where they belong, is like giving help, but also keeping her boundaries. Two of Swords is the choice. Maybe we have the Sun and the Moon here representing that. Four of Swords. Five of Swords, you can get the meaning from it as well quite easily. Six, not so much, so I don't see the kind of moving in the boat from this card. But the 7, the 8, the 9 is And this one, well, just covering it, it doesn't get censored. Queen of Wands. See the pages, I can't really, there are some elements in it that can help you interpret them, their meaning, but they're a bit too similar, I think, at least at first sight. It might not be. So on this one, you can still have the world, but you don't have the person looking at it. Maybe it's you looking at the world and deciding if you want to get out there after everything that you've built behind you. If you want to take that opportunity given to you and kind of explore and expand. Three of Wands. Yeah. Five of Wands has no people. This is very pippish, but you can kind of get the meaning. But I think if you don't know the meaning of the Five of Wands, it might be a bit difficult to get it just from this card without a guidebook. But not with these ones. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I love this deck. I think it's beautiful, even though I'm not one for very colorful decks. I really like this one. The borders are big. I don't know if they needed to be that big, but I mean, there's enough information there, and the images are big enough for you to get, it doesn't get diminished by the borders, let's say. And it looks like a window. It's almost like a window that you have into the card representation. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I really love this. I'm excited to see videos from other people. I'm just gonna try and shuffle it and see how it shuffles. But I would like to see videos from other people that have used it and what they think of it. I mean, it's a little bit difficult, but I guess because they are new. You can ripple shuffle them. I don't know how long this is going to take. This is kind of like a normal playing card stock, I suppose. They are thick. They are quite thick. Oh yeah, you can have, it shuffles really well. So yes, so let me know in the comments if you have this deck and if you used it and what you think of it. I haven't done a deck interview yet, but I will do soon. Oh, okay, you already have this kind of coming off here. Maybe I'm too rough shuffling the cards, but you can see that. But anyway, excited. Let me know in the comments if you used it and what you think of it, and I'll see you soon.